because I was on the press side when you won your SAF Under 20 championship in Nepal with Bangladesh. Let us start from there because the country was in a little bit of bad situation as a whole, and
Yeah.
you had little time. You went through a lot of things. Then coming here and winning the title, how was the feeling for you and for the nation as well?
Actually, I was national team coach on 2015 in SAF games. That was not good result, and I wanted to quit my appointment from the national team. But our president, Mr. Salahuddin, special requested me to continue with the Bangabandhu Gold Cup. It was held 2 weeks later, the SAF, which was held in Bangladesh. And I think you can remember Nepal was become champion at the
Yeah,
tournament, and Balgopal Thapa was the coach. I can remember. After that, when we lost in semi-final in Mohammedan Cup again, after losing semi-final, and I quitted from my job and I submit my resignation. After that, 7 years. After that, when 2022, I think there was AFC under 23 competition
yes,
uh, qualification in was Uzbekistan. And that result was not good because there are more strong team were there like Saudi Arabia, Uzbekistan, and Kuwait. The that tournament final round, final match played between Saudi Arabia and Uzbekistan,
yes,
and
yes,
maybe Saudi Arabia become champion. So a lot of strong team. There are three or strong team who played, and that result was not good. And after that, there was no national team age group. I set in my mind I will not work with the national team, any kind of national age group or senior national team. But last year, when Mr. President requested me, Mr. Maruful Haque, to over this under 20 team because right this moment we didn't have no option, only one option. Please help us. When a president requested one person, I think no one can avoid this request. And then I took chairs and I told him, say, Mr. President, we have only 12 days. How can I perform this team? Mr. President told me, see, Mr. Maruf, you will get all 20 players. You will get all 20 players from Premier League. And he gave me the player list, and I just uh, saw the player list, and most of player I know them very well. That time I took this challenge. And only 12 days preparation. 12 days. We got more than 17 sessions. This guy, but this squad was very talented because last 2 3 years they played together. Maybe
yeah,
before that under 19 and before that under 17, the same squad.
yeah,
So I work hard and players was very much dedicated and they were focused. And from the first training session, uh, I share the game model. I know the very well Nepal, Maldives, and India also. And I made a game model within 3 days, and I share with the guys. The players would agree with me. Okay, coach, this game model is very much suitable for us, and we can follow this. We can try. Okay. Then after that, from first day, I told them if today, if from now, if you are not think like yourself champion, you will never win a champion. The first session, first day, I can push them, I can inject them their champion. And from that day, they think they are champion and they are focused like the champion, the training, dedication, everything was like champions. And finally, when we become true champion, actually it was very much, I think, uh, satisfaction. What I did, what the boys did in the ground, the training, the match, everything. When they use you true champion, it was the feelings was totally different because before that championship, I become one international club cup champion in Bhutan Kings Cup
Yeah,
2015 and 12 championship of local competition including league. I think this champion was totally different. The total situation was not in our favor, especially my favor, the training sessions, because that time the big crowd crisis in our country, because that time they did not give me a good and permanent training ground. We travel from here to there to here,
yeah,
and finally when I become champion, it was feelings are totally different. And
yeah.
in terms of other championship as a coach in my career.
So you touch upon the Nepali team, and I think even when you were here during the SAF, you were mentioning that they are very good player, most importantly fast players, right?
Yes.
But every time there is a saying like Nepal do have good players, but
Yeah.
we could not get that final line. And
Yeah.
from the opponent point of view, because you are sitting in the opponent touch line, what do you think was the missing factor for Nepal? Like when you see the way we were playing, or even you have like you have mentioned Balgopal Maharjan, he has been Nepali coach for a long time, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think like maybe that's the one thing that we can't cross because Bangladesh came here, the women's team they won the SAF,
Yeah.
right? Because kind of the hype we have for our women's team, they
Yeah.
perform like that team performed, right? Your the under 20 team came to Nepal and they performed, right? So, what do you think is the missing piece for Nepal when you see the team from the opponent's corner?
If actually I am not saying about the other countries' problem, but what I have seen as a coach, if you want to know about this, I think there your all sides. I think your youth sides, your national sides, and women's also. They are very good, technically, tactically, and physically very good. I'm always saying, but one thing is I can say missing from your teams. I think their competitions because so far I know your season not more than 2 months and there are no lot matches. This is the problem because one thing I can share you can remember already I told you during my after match press briefing. I told the guys, the boys from Nepali, they was cannot control the emotion, one thing, and the pressure of the fans, of the local fans and local supporters. They cannot control, they cannot handle this pressure. Yeah, I think it was the big problem. If they played more matches during season, maybe 30, 25 matches in a season, every season, then they can overcome from this situation. See, when my plan, my strategy, and my tactics was there, we will go very slowly because we got 1 day recovery from the semi-final to final, and
Yeah,
Nepal side got 2 days from semi-final to final. So my plan was we will go very slow and steady and stay within our half, and there are 2 3 blocks, allow them come into our blocks, and then when we own the ball, then go for the attack. But when I see after 10 minutes, the boys from Nepal, they did lot of mispasses. It was not, I have seen the last 2 matches, 3 matches from Nepali side. That time I decided maybe if we press and if we go for attack, maybe we will can do anything. That time within 15 minutes, I changed my tactics and I shared my view with the boys, some of key players. Then uh, finally it happened. It works because what I told your teams, your national teams, your age group teams. Only I think lacking is in terms of in context of this SAFF region. Contest region. If they play more matches, competitive matches, there locally or internationally, they can overcome from this situation.
So, like you have coached like in the higher level in Bangladesh, and you have also won a treble, and you have
Yeah,
also won a treble, and you have coached the under 20 boys, under 23, right? So, what I wanted to ask is, so one thing is knowing the tactics, right? Right now it's internet era. I
yeah,
can
yeah,
solve how I can play 4-3-3. There will be like so many ways that I can play. Like I can have the knowledge about the 4-3-3, right?
yeah,
But most important for me is how you feed that information to the player and
yeah.
how that player can get that information and be crystal clear about his role or our role. Right. So, what do you think? Like when you are coaching the underage group, and let's say the guys who play league, what's the difference is that you even have as a coach think, okay, for these guys I will go like this, for these guys I will go like this. What's your plan before the game? Because you mentioned the game model. So,
Yeah.
how you go about it?
Uh, this depends when your competition and who will against play with you. This information you have to know before preparing your preparing your game model. See, if you have a few days, 2 3 weeks, then one kind of preparation, and if you have more than 6 months, more than 6 weeks, then you can prepare another thing. See, if you go or in our league, yeah, just an example, in our league, when we have maybe we have 6 or 8 weeks our preseason is the long term, is the as usual. This is the modern game and modern practice. This is so I divided. This is the early preseason and preseason, late preseason. Early preseason, I did some technical work and physical work, and late preseason, I go totally technical, including the formation what you told 4-3-3 or 4-2-3-1, uh, because I know who will play against us, and maybe we cannot uh, use same system throughout the season. So
Yeah,
I try to inform my players about the variety season the formation. Like you say, 4-3-3, there are a lot of 4-3-3 variations there. They already know. And if you get only 2 or 3 weeks for the preseasons, that time I not go for the jump so from one system to another system. I stick on the one system and no variation because I know the opponent and my the player's ability, their capability, including the strength of the opponents also. That time I don't go for the jump, the another system or not variation of the same system. This is the problem. And another thing, if you go for the 2 3 weeks for your preseason or competition before competition, you will get only 14 days or 20 days. That according to the opponent's strength or weakness, I decided very few and effective drills. Very few and effective drills. Because there is a limitation of time. I cannot impose all the tactics, all the important tactics. I cannot. So I select very much effective tactics and few tactics, which they can uh, rehearsal, training, and they maybe 5 6 sessions after 5 they can do it.
yeah, yeah. Right, right. So I think when I was going on the internet and typing your name, right? I
Yeah,
did not know that you played first division kabaddi, you played hockey, you played basketball, right? You were javelin throw, athletics. I just want to confirm: is it the right information or someone has changed in the Wikipedia?
no, it is real fact,
It's real.
real fact. I
So
played.
just
I played.
just take me back through it. Like how was your childhood? Because like this is like very like I don't for sure like if you are from Europe, right? It makes sense. Right?
Yeah,
If you are from Europe, it makes sense like you have that kind of curriculum and you go through it. Or until unless you are Chunni Goswami, right? The player from India who used to play Ranji cricket, who was very good at it. Now you have played the first division of Kabaddi, you have played the basketball, and you have gone on and on the javelin and hockey, and it's not like you also had the offers, right? So just
cricket
take me
also.
back how it, again, you have to update that on Wikipedia. It's missing there. So you have to take me through it. Like how was it for you?
Uh, Actually, during my childhood, where I grew up, there is located in the other city from Dhaka. This is called Mymensingh city,
Yeah,
and my school was Mymensingh Jilai School, and there was in my school field there are multi sports holding there. Like in rainy season, they're playing football. I played football, and then winter season, they are the cricket. I play cricket, and after that winter in summer before in spring, they played hockey. I played hockey, and
yeah,
before that, sometimes I go for basketballs and the in my school ponds. I did swimming also and athletic also. This is the culture was there like that, and most of that time in Bangladesh, most of players who played national team football, and some of player played for cricket also that time, because
yeah.
they're all the games are like seasonal. But last 20 or 20, 30 years, it is become changes. The one player cannot play the both multi-discipline, because the competition and professional is already came out.
But don't you think like that sometimes affects the cognitive ability of the player? Like at, till the age of 12, LeBron, I think till the age of 12, Michael Jordan was playing baseball. Right after 12, he started to play basketball and see like the career of Michael Jordan. Right? Don't you think like
Yeah,
just one? I sometimes feels like there is a more industrialization of the child in the sports, right? Because that kind of pressure you are putting on more than like enjoying the game,
yeah,
more than developing your cognitive ability, more having your peripheral vision, right?
yeah, yes,
Sometimes feel like it's like a industrialism, right? You are just forcing one way.
yeah. Actually, right. You're saying true, because nowadays, you see, early 70s or late 70s, early 80s, in our country, a lot of players from engineers and doctors and good students also. That time they can give effort every discipline. But nowadays, a football player who playing professional league in Bangladesh or playing professional cricket in Bangladesh, they cannot concentrate their academic career.
No.
One thing they have, he has to live. He has to live in one discipline. This is the problem. Because not problem. This is the reality. I think this is the reality. During nowadays, a boy or a player cannot concentrate multidiscipline or academy also. He has to totally concentrate on one discipline or one what which is like, and which is already I think to you can say this is the used to, or they are already learned.
Yeah. But I also feel like this is the. I think this also happens because the money you pay for the education is so high that you can't take a risk, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you're studying for free, right? With a
yes,
less pay or for free. So it's more like you can have freedom for the education and you can go on and play sports. It's like, because even like for me, I never had that facility to play sports, right? Because it's like they never, like my parents never told me, if you are interested in sports, we will bring you academy. No, they are only, do you need a science tuition? Do you need a mathematics tuition, right? And
like that.
it's like because the money you are paying for education is ridiculous
Yes,
that you have to
yes,
be focused and just work on it. but I do feel like it empowers your cognitive ability, right? Because the growth you can get by playing multiple sports, like 2, 3 sports. I think it has a lot of high qualities for the guy. Because I feel like we are becoming too much one-dimensional people. Like only they know only one thing.
One thing I can share with you, then you can understand the reality of in our country, especially the players who are playing and he cannot perform in academic calendar. Right now, in our country, holding the higher secondary certificate exam right now. But I'm sure, and I what I know, the 3 or 4 girls from our national team, they are now playing in Myanmar for Asian qualification, Asia Cup qualification. Three
Yeah,
girls, they missed their higher secondary school certificate exam. They missed because they are already leave country for the national teams, but exam there are more than 40 million, maybe 40 million or 4 million students are appearing this exam right now, all from all over the country. The only for 3, 4 girls, exam cannot stop. This
yeah,
is, but these girls are unfortunate. The same time their match and the exam the same time ending. Uh, Maybe they lost 1 year from their academic career in their life. 1 year
yeah,
only.
yeah. But I think they can come back and give exam. Like if educational board is like generous enough, and they say like
This is
you
difficult. This
can
is difficult. Difficult. They will appear. They have to appear in next year, not this year. Not
like
possible.
that.
So far, I know.
That's the hard part. That's the
Yeah.
hard part. Like
Yeah.
because I feel like come on, it's a higher secondary exam. Like it's a 12 class. Like what else like you can do like studying 12. You know, you can just say okay, these girls represented the nation. You come back, we prepare a paper, right? It won't be the same
Yeah.
paper
Yeah.
because it's like because the result won't be published in 3 months at least, right? At
Yeah.
least 3 months, and they
Yes.
will
Three.
return back in a 1 week of time. You
Yeah.
can conduct the exam in next 1 month and say, okay, you give exam. You try to just add as a 3 paper, right? It's not like you are
Yeah.
adding the bundle, right? So it's like for us, like we never
Yeah.
make that space. We never give that space to young people.
It is. It is. It is holding. You. I think in 2001, maybe that time cricket World Cup holding in the England. One of cricketer from Holland or South Africa, maybe he is performing World Cup team from his country in
Yeah.
England. That time, the examiner from his country traveled to the England and took exam for the from the player and he go over.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Even
they are
during the
developing.
Even during the last Euros, Lamine Yamal was giving his exam while playing Euros. Right? So it can happen, right? But I want to like now take you to your. I think it might be the one of the greatest achievement for you, like the 2012-13 travel that
Yeah,
you won.
yeah,
And I quote like what you said was like, "This is for the people who did not believe in me." You know, yeah, I'm to be very honest. I do feel some kind of rebellious in you. Like that's my honest assessment because that's my honest assessment. Why? Because I feel you go on. You are not a romantic football coach. If you get what I mean. You are not a romantic guy. You don't care about like there should be following the life path. There should be that beautiful stuff. No, let's just get the job done, right? So, do you think it was the statement to the people that did not believe in you? Because I heard like many people say like you are a laptop coach, like the quotation they give.
yes.
You are a laptop coach. Do you think it was the greatest moment for the laptop coach to win the treble on the ground?
uh, it was actually emotional statement. I think because that time I started my coaching career in the top level in 2008, and within
Yeah,
5 years I got this achievement. And when I started my career in this top level, from the beginning, some of people they criticize a lot. They criticize a lot. Because before that, in our country, the national players they become coach. But I never played for national teams, and I never played for big teams. I played professional football only 2 years, and not the famous player or the nobody knows me better. Nobody knew me before become coach. When I become coach, that time they called me laptop coach, and there are a lot of criticize about. But I forgive everyone because they criticized me that time. So my concentration, my dedication, my hard work, I increases. All the things increases because only overcome, and I want to show them. I want to prove myself them that I am not a laptop coach. I am laptop coach, but I am also field coach also.
Yeah. So like I wanted to like it's just like there is a little bit of Mourinho in you. Like, this is my assessment, right? Because Mourinho did not play for the top people, right? For the top teams, and again, like he has the same philosophy. It's not romantic. There is nothing called romantic football. It's about getting the job done, right? And but I think it's also different with the people, right? It's like when someone says the narrative about football, it's very hard to break because for me,
Yes.
counter-attacking football is romantic, right? Because
Yeah, yeah,
that's the because I feel like when even for the players, they enjoy this, like they enjoy that extra run they get when there is a space and they are running, with the
yeah,
ball, and there's a one pass and that's the goal, and I think it increases the dopamine, like for the players as well. But uh, this is like something that I have seen a pattern in coaches, right? Again, this is my way of seeing things, right? From
yeah,
what I've noticed. I think like Pep Guardiola, he had like his life a bit of easy track, like, because he was in Barcelona B. He went on. I'm not saying he did not do his hard work, but it was like he was already a player, a legendary player, and he
yeah,
went on. He became a coach, right?
yeah,
But for and that's why his playing style is a bit romantic kind of thing that people say, right? That I think that's the way media wants to narrate things. If they want to set a narrative, rather than seeing it from a footballing perspective, they want to set a narrative and give some vocabularies, like adjective to it. But when the coaches that have, let's say, hard way, they never go on about this romantic game. I don't know, like even the Klopp, even Mourinho,
yeah,
these kind of coaches that I see, they never go on to this like romantic way of thing, right? So, for you, what shape your playing style? Like when you like, of course, when you were a coach, right? And I will come back to your UEFA license as well. But when
yeah,
you were started like, okay, I will now become a coach, the guy that nobody believed. Now I gonna watch a lot of footage on my laptop, and I
yeah.
gonna prove like I am good enough, right? What was the idea that is trying to okay, I will play this way, or like how you gonna go about your football? Like this is how I wanna play.
Yeah. See, when I become a professional coach, especially when I started the top level in Bangladesh. Before that, actually, my permanent job as a physical teacher
Yes,
in
yes,
Kuwait.
yeah, go ahead.
There are lot of teams that trained in our ground. There are national teams, all kind of youth teams, professional teams. Sorry, they trained in my country, in my office, in front of my office. I have seen lot of session of the all of the coaches from these teams, national teams, senior that before that 1995 4 there was a course from FIFA. You know that FIFA has
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Futuro 1, Futuro 2, Futuro.
Yeah, yeah. 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, no, only 1 week. Only one
One
week.
week, yeah. When the
Yeah,
instructor suggested that you should take a better
yeah,
coaching
yes, yes.
direction.
Yeah. But when I joined this job, then I started reading and studying the, from internet, from books about coaching. And when I can at that time I can define and I can define and I can observe and I can evaluate also evaluate this session, is good or not, why this session. I can that time. When the players, the teams trained in my ground, especially in front of my office, I have seen a lot of sessions from the coaches. And that time I understand and I realize if they are the big coach, if they are the national coaches, if they can run like these sessions, and I had confidence I can do better than them. I can do that time because what I have learned from the reading books and one course that I think maybe I can do better any of them, any of, better than any of them because then I hardly drive to become a coach, and that time I started the career. And your another question was there the which system
Playing. Yeah, yeah,
playing system.
absolutely.
It's philosophy, one kind of philosophy. What you say,
Yeah, yeah,
role, philosophy. When I started my coaching in Mohammedan, the first team
yeah.
in the,
First, yeah,
you know that this is the famous team in the
yeah,
subcontinent.
yeah,
The big team also. There are large number of their supporters also.
yeah,
Very good team. And that time, my philosophy when I started with this team, my philosophy was like that: uh, pressing and passing, pressing and passing. At that time, pressing is not familiar with the coaches and players in our country. 2008,
yeah,
passing is
yeah,
normal is
yeah,
there because my country most of people, most of football guys like Brazilian style, so they know the passing. But I think when I started the pressing game, it was very much new for the teams, for the my players also.
yeah,
And end of the season, what I told, what I said before the season, my philosophy is passing and pressing. And end of the season, I think most of the people from football, they understand what is pressing and what did the boys from Mohammedan. They proved the what is pressing. This was my first time philosophy. After that, because that time I am not clear about the philosophy. I am not clear about the philosophy as a coach. What was my philosophy? When I did my A license in 2011 in Dhaka, AFC 11, AFC A license. That time I understood what is the philosophy as a coach. My philosophy. But before that, every year when I got a squad from Bangladesh, and I was very much lucky because from the very beginning I got the talented players, and within my team, most of players are from national teams. So every season, according to the boys' strength, their capability, and their ability, I set it the new philosophy.
yeah,
After that, where after that, my philosophy was the no speed, no game. Yeah. No speed, no football. That was my philosophy. Because the speed, the only not that time I understand the philosophy is I go for the no speed, no football because we need for a good football player the speed of thinking, speed of physical. That time is it. Now, my philosophy, if I go for the various team, but now my philosophy is very clear, very clear. Uh, the my philosophy about my coaching is I go for the my team play they build up from the keepers, way out the keepers, and within 2-3 touches, ball go to the first line to second line, and there are 3-4 touches in the middle line, and within total first line to second line 2-3 touches, and middle line 3-4 touches, and within total now 7 or 8 touches. You have to go the next touches in the opponent half.
yeah,
And if I go for my defending 11 player, or at least 8 or 9 players behind the ball during defending, especially the transition times also.
Yeah. Yeah. So you touch upon the AFC, and again, you are the first South Asian to do UEFA A license,
Yeah,
right? And you went on to do UEFA A license when you already had AFC A.
yeah,
And in our subcontinent, or I would say, like in this region, I do feel sometimes like the growth that's hampering us is the insecurity, right? Because
yeah.
that's what I feel. When I meet with a lot of football guys and guys that are old now, who are double my age and again more, when I meet them, I feel like there is little bit sense of insecurity, like not accepting few things, right? So you have done AFC, you went on to do UEFA.
Yeah.
How much of a difference does those two courses carry? Like for you, like how big it is in terms of knowledge and how great it is. Because for here, like there is a perception that hey, it's just a book, man. It's just a book. You print one side UEFA, one side AFC. It's football. Like that's the way we go about it.
Uh, Actually, there is a big story about my UFI license because my coaching journey officially started from 1994. I did
Yeah,
1994, 95, then my C license, and
yeah,
2000 1999 I did my B license, and
yeah,
after that, it's more than 10, 12 years, we don't have any A license. But I have eagerly waited for the A license because
yeah,
that time it is difficult to, if you don't have enough B license and interested to appear in the A license, you don't have enough candidate, you cannot organize the A license courses. And 10, 11 years I waited for the A license. This when I passed my B license to the 1999. Then I waited 2, 3 years for the AFC license. When I have seen this is not possible from my country, then I searching internet which country is available for the licenses, A licenses. I know Scottish FA, Ireland FA, Irish FA. I know uh, Netherlands FA and English FA. But there was no reply. But I go through all the contents of the A license through internet, their contents, their syllabuses, their practical contents, also theoretical contents. I have seen that time. I decided anyhow or any I will appear in UFI license. And what countries I told the Irish FA, Scottish FA, the Netherlands FA, and the English FA, and the sometimes France. They are difficult to get the literature in English, and
yeah,
some East European also. But what I have seen, the richest contents and richest elements of the A license, I have seen the from England FA. Their
yeah,
contents, their everything, their method, everything. That still they are rich. I think it's my personal opinion. The FA, their richest coaches education methods also. And at that time, I decided I will do a license from England. But in the meantime, I did the AFCA license from Bangladesh in 2011 from Dhaka, which is Dhaka. And after that, already I start my career as a professional coach and earning money also. I'm so lucky, alhamdulillah. Thank to God, thank to Allah. Uh, and earning money also. Uh, that time I write down again the FA, English FA. That time they replied me. It was 2012. They told you are AFCA license, but our your contents and your manual, the same you are one level downgrade from the EU. So that means our A license, that the AFC, our B license and AFC A license. So they consider me as a UEFA B license. But you have to appear a preparatory course, the UEFA A license. You have to appear. This is only one day
Yes.
course. Then I was enrolled there with the course fee also. And after that, I appear in 2012 is the UEFA A license preparatory. Then in 2013, part 1 UEFA A license, and 14 UEFA A license part 2,
True.
and the 2015 I appeared the SSC. The you asking for the difference between the AFC A and the
UEFA.
UEFA A. You see, in my UEFA A, in first day in my classroom, it is very much difficult to me to adjust with the guys who are seated beside me. There are 36 guys, all from the England, and I am from the Asia. You can say that from the subcontinent. And there is a big difference. My knowledge and their knowledge about the coaching. See, their system, their method is like that. The instructor say throw a problem, the audience, the participant, and there are 5, 6 groups also. Through the problem like that, you set in the block. Your team will play against any team, but you have to set in the block. Which elements do you need in setting the blocks? But the setting the block and beating the blocks is the A license contents, A license syllabus. But what I have seen, the most of guys, they answer very well, very good, and they wrote down the which elements for setting the blocks, which elements, and each group 4, 5 points, and finally what I have seen, from every groups, every points are very important. And end of the session of the class, I asked one of the English guy, how you understand, how you understand the elements of this setting the blocks. That time he told me, you see, you heard this line, you heard these topics, setting the blocks, first time. Yes, I am also heard that this is first time, the setting the blocks. Okay, how you give the answer, That time is just we already the defensive behavior and the individual defensive behavior and the group defensive behavior just is converted from back line to middle line to front line,
Front.
converted. And I just judge what are the qualities in the middle lines. If they have enough quality to tackle, enough quality to one be defending, no, they have not enough quality. The midfielders as a like other defenders, typical
Yeah.
defenders. That time just I mix up their defensive some of defensive qualities from the defenders and the sum of defender qualities from the midlines. Then I told this point need for the midfield blocks. From after first class, my assessment was that the other 35 people are the football professor. Maybe I am the lecturer of the football. They are professor, I am the lecturer. But I was very lucky, and I can very much concentrate, focus how they behave, how they answer. After 2, 3 days, I adopt this system and all the things, and my thinking also. But when I did my AFC license, my always thinking like that. But when I did the UEFA license part 1, 2, 3 sessions. After that, I can think like that. I can think like
Yeah.
this way. Because our AFCA license manual, I got the manual. What manual we read, we follow in our during our A license. Maybe it published 1994. Maybe. So far I can remember. This manual prepared in 1994. But in especially what I know about the FA English FA, every year they're changing their manuals.
Yeah.
See, only one thing I can share with you. In 2013, when I appeared the UEFA A license part 1, the principle of play, the
Yeah.
principle of play,
Yeah.
attacking principle and defending principle. There are 6 or 5 principles. And there was a principle in the attacking principle. First principle was they call the dispersal. Dispersal. Let's say spread out, how you can say spread out. This is the number 1 principle. One on 2013. When I appeared part 2 in 2014, they changed the principle. Principle of they counter attack is the first number 1. First principle.
Yeah.
This is the one thing I can share you the how they are prepared their manual, their coaching elements of this A license, and see they have they before that day, before that year in 2013, late 2013, my course was August, maybe August, and late 2013 they made a English DNA, English DNA, English.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, DNA. And lot of legend coaches from English, the pure
Yeah.
England who are English, they are working in the English DNA. And
Yeah.
I think they all are professor PhD. I think every year they are changing. When they analyzes the DNA, analyzes the matches, analyzes the playing style, the players, especially English players and
Yes.
English teams also, and they're changing the method, changing the manual, changing the subject syllabus, everything is like that. You see, one thing, my first assessment in part 1, my first assessment, practical coaching delivery. Uh, First session, what you see, one thing, uh, they had 6 video camera uh, above the stadium, and there was one speaker with me, wireless speaker, what I am saying, what I am delivering, how I delivering, everything like that. And that was 40-minute session. 40-minute session. Uh, I did one academy. I did my first assessment with the one academy from England.
Yeah.
After that assessment, my tutor called me. I said, "Okay, this is Maruf Khan. This is your password. Go to your room, your hotel room, and open your TV, switch on your TV, and put this data, this code number. You will get all these videos. What you did, and gave me a form, assessment form, and you write down which minute what you did, it was correct or wrong, and why correct." And he gave me 2 hours for assessment. 40 minutes video, I assess myself 2 hours. I did that. Like this is the system. This is the system. But in our A license, during our A license, okay, this is your topics. This is the topic. And conduct the session, 20-minute session. And after that, instructor gave me 80% mark or 70% mark or 60% mark. But there the feedback from the instructor and assessment, myself, self-assessment. And what is the difference between the self-assessment and the tutor assessment? There's a 1 hour session also there, face-to-face peer assessment there. So there are a lot of things there. I think devices, technologies, everything. There's a big difference. Big difference there. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know right now AFC if they changed their manual or not. Maybe change because Andy Rosberg from AFC technical director working hard to change this and go up with the European standard from the English FA like
Yes.
that.
So I think those who don't know, there is like England Learning Center on YouTube. Like they run like 1 hour videos, right? How you should coach under 8, like under
Yeah,
12. There are like a lot of academies in Nepal,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Because we have a lot of academies, like they have the futsal and they
yeah,
run academies right here, right? So I was going through, okay, what is the main cause that we are being behind? Right? It's
yeah,
not like it's not our bone density, right? It's not like we are also a human, right? We are also the human.
yeah,
Like the cognitive ability we have isn't better than the guys from Europe or everything. It might be our approach towards the sports, right? In the
yeah,
families, in society, how we approach the sports, right? When we integrate it, all those things. Then what I found was like Japan had national curriculum,
yeah,
and Germany changed their national curriculum on 2022.
yeah,
Now they say like the guys who are under 12 or under 8 don't play 11 versus 11. Play
yeah,
7 versus 7. Like we build like that. It's better way of doing it. And
yeah,
Australia and these countries have their national curriculum. So
yeah,
academies in those nations are following that module. So it's like you have one, like I told people, like it's just like you are giving a, let's say, higher secondary exam. You don't have a syllabus. What you gonna study? It can be a problem. You know.
yes, yes,
So that's why what I told to, like, there are a few friends who run academies that I know. What I told them that okay, it's not possible to bring a UFL A level coach for you, like to afford that kind of guy, right?
yeah,
But in internet, you can find a session that's been designed by a UFI A guy,
yeah,
right? And you can follow that module,
yeah,
bring it on, you learn yourself, and at least develop that way. Because I feel, because I don't think in La Masia, those Barcelona's academies, Ajax academies, and in Europe, I don't think players are training for 4 hours per day. You know, you know, they are training like 2 hours, or they are giving 90 minutes, right? And it's not like they are training over or anything like that. So I feel in South Asia there is like this one need of it. I think India have their elite program, something they have launched, and they are going through that track. Uzbekistan did same, right? The rise of Uzbekistan has been in commendable, like it's in commendable.
yeah,
They
yeah,
have
yeah,
changed growth. So I think for us to catch up, like we have to go to the root cause, catch the root cause, hit the snake on his head rather than being behind the tail, we have to hit it. So
yeah,
coming to the national curriculum and all those things, now Bangladesh have started the new approach. Now Hamza Chaudhary plays for Bangladesh. There has been, I think, 58 players give trial. Now they want to take AFC competition seriously, and this is adding a lot of pressure to Nepal. But we don't have that quality of players to bring in. Now India has been put on pressure, like okay, bring OCI players, man, come on, change it. Now Sri Lanka, Abdul Al Mutar is enjoying like his tenure in Sri Lanka, right? Where was Sri Lanka before his tenure? Now the
yeah,
kind of player he has. So
yeah,
how do you see like this kind of growth in Bangladesh or even in other region? Because of course there can be one side of things like okay, what about the players we are grooming, but
yeah.
how do you see this approach?
Good. You have two parts of this question. One is the national curriculum, academy and youth levels. Uh, my philosophy is totally different about the academy curriculum of the youth curriculum because still I am updated. I think I'm updated with what world football is going on in
Yeah.
going on, what to be going on in world football. You know the during our UEFA license, there was one topics like the future coach. future coach in football. English people, they believe, and their future coaches in football come from the other games, like baseball coaches, like basketball coaches, the hockey coaches. They become the future coaches in the football. And you know, the every nations and every subcontinent, their boys, their learning style is not same. They're
yeah,
different way they learn, different way learn. Like during my assessment, 3 assessments I did the European English Academy boys. That time I understand the football is a play of the smart, intelligent peoples.
yeah,
Smart, not only intelligent, smart,
yeah,
intelligent. Because I asked them few questions about the tactics, about the what do we do next, and they answered me very correct. The boys answered me boys. But same kind of question when I asked my players in my team or the national team, this is very unfortunate. I'm not blaming the peoples of my country, but they cannot give me correct answer, and sometimes they cannot answer any kind of answer, wrong or right. They cannot answer. So that time I understand the football is game for the smart intelligent people. I'm always saying this. So you see, in our country, the boys learning totally different way, very different way in comparison with the European. I have seen what you told Germany curriculum. I have seen every year Australian curriculum, English curriculum, most of
yeah,
European countries curriculum, especially in the uh, LTPD, long-term player development,
yeah, yeah,
LTPD.
yeah,
This curriculum I am regularly seeing, and good, very good curriculum. They made this curriculum for their country's boys and the kids, not for us. From them curriculum, from those curriculum, I will collect some things which is fit for my countries, especially if you go for your countries, how you know the better your boys, your kids, how they learn, and which way they learn very smartly and very correctly. So this is the curriculum factor. What I think personally. You collect the curriculum from La Mesia, all the famous uh, academies, but all the curriculum not fit for the same all the other academies.
yeah,
All that good, all the curriculum. In right now in La Mesia, maybe there are 45 or 60 uh, boys are training there.
yeah,
You know, I think they are from 90 to 95% player will play in top league of the world. They will play 95% players. But
yeah,
in my academy, in my town, in my city academy, how many players in the top league of the world? Damn sure they may 1%, not sure. 1%. So
yeah, yeah,
same curriculum how you impose like my to my academy. So I will collect from them a curriculum, and I will prepare the curriculum
yeah,
which is fit for our boys,
yeah,
our girls,
exactly.
like that.
Yeah, yeah,
And I know if I know the everything, then I can easily find out which curriculum for my boys, my kids. One, and another Hamza, very good. This is right now in our country. What I have seen in the late 80s. Still, it was happened in 2008 also, 7, 8. There is huge people following, people enjoying, people watching football in from stadium physically. Now again, the peoples of Bangladesh, they are started to come in stadium and watch the football. They are talking football. Everyone talking about football because Hamza changed the scenario, totally changed the scenario because he played World league. league. This is the one effect for our country football, and what we did the last day and the 52 people from abroad. There are four countries. There are from four countries. 52 people participate there. 2 days training sessions, and then after that 1 day just a match. This is good. This is good. But one thing I believe, one thing I believe, they invited me. They invited me to select the boys from there, from this trial. But I don't go there because this is contradictory with my philosophy. 2 days, 3 days is not enough for the selected talent. You know, everyone knows that the talent is like iceberg. You can see above the sea there is a small iceberg, but there are thousand times bigger the big in,
Inside the sea.
under the water. Talent like this you cannot judge what within 2 3 days a talent. Never, never. I believe it, and I
Yeah.
think it was a misjudge, totally misjudge it. So I don't interested to go over there. And another thing they can do, the who are interested to play for Bangladesh age group or national team, from who are staying in abroad. Okay, you are open for give your videos
Yeah.
where you playing competitive matches video you send to us if you are interested, then we can see, and if you are good in video then we can call you the trial, not the 2 3 days, at 7 days, the always more than 10,000 official professional scouts in the world. You know,
Yeah. Yeah.
nowadays the talent don't go to the scouts, the
No.
scouts go to the talents.
Yeah. Yeah.
Talents.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, because why this system? The European teams, all of the teams, they are giving million dollar, million euro to the scouts. Why? Because
Mhm.
because the talent, their their potentiality, they can show, they can grow in their own environment, their own facilities.
Mhm.
If yes, everyone cannot play the same area. He has to play different area sometimes. But it is after that. It after that. Now he is improving. Now he is the youth. When he
Yeah.
become the professional after 18 years, 20 years, then he can adjust with any kind of environment, any kind of climate, any kind of situation. They can adjust as a professional. But in this age it is difficult to cope themselves the different in a different situation, different environment.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
but
Totally. Yeah.
yes, but what I have seen this trial, there are few talents also there. There are few talents also, but they need more training with the senior team. They need more training the professional team, especially 11v11. They need more games. They need more training. But there few players has more potential. Yeah, I have seen. I have seen.
So,
But
like, they have.
Hamza, inclusion Hamza, Sabit Show, and other more two players who come from England.
Yeah.
This is make you hype, but as a football people, you have to maintain this hype with your activities, with your curriculum, your program, development program, grassroots program, all the program you can maintain this then. And one thing is, I think this is the subcontinent problem. We everyone asking result overnight. Overnight result. We always asking demanding overnight result. But
Yeah.
there is no shortcut way in football. There is no shortcut. It's a long term. This is a long term process. Totally long term process. You see, one player started his training, the grassroots level 5 to 6, 7 years, and
Yes.
completed his journey, and after 18, 19, this is more than 12 years, and every excellent performance they need at least 10,000, the situation, 10,000 hour in training.
Yeah.
These 12, 13 years, he has to train 10,000 hours, 10
Yeah.
hours. Then he will be the excellent performer. There is no
Yeah.
shortcut way. But in, I think, especially in our environment, a lot of people, they are demanding the overnight success, which is very much difficult and not
Yeah.
absurd also.
It's like when you prefer to watch, like when you need entertainment in everything you watch, right? Like if you notice, like nowadays, like
Yeah,
even the storytelling has to be, entertaining,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You can read a previous book, but you have to read it like an entertaining one.
yeah,
Only
yeah,
that way you can maintain the hype. So there's
yeah,
like one movie in India, like it's a Gangs of Wasipur. So
yeah,
it says like until cinema exists in India, people will be fool. You know, until you know, people will be fool until the cinema exists in India, right? So in the subcontinent region, it's more about entertainment. If you are
yeah,
giving entertainment, hype, everything
yeah,
is all right. Nobody sees like if there is a hollow inside it, like they can't see it. Like if the outer layer is good, it's good. Like it's not like the Ferrari has the bad engine, right?
yeah,
Like it's a Ferrari from the outside, the outer is Ferrari, but you see that engine like it can't even go 5 kilometers. And there is
yeah.
no use of
like like Tata. It's
yeah. It's better to have a Tata, like at least it's a good one. That
yeah,
it give us something because
yeah,
that's what I say about the leagues that happen in Nepal. It's a
yeah,
Ferrari, it's a
yeah,
Ferrari that's good from the outer, but it can't even go 5 kilometers,
yeah,
right? So that's totally hard. But
yeah.
so
This
coming
is
back to like
one thing. One thing I compare is this the hype. I compare like that. This is hype like yeah, the wave of ocean. Wave of ocean. This wave come and go, come and go, come and go. But
yeah,
as a human being, you cannot you cannot keep the maintain this wave. You cannot
yeah,
maintain. But you have seen the lot of lot of parks, lot of this is called imaging park or like that fantasy kingdom, like the they're making oil, they're
yeah,
manufacturing oil in their
yeah,
water, the swimming pool. This
yeah,
is so we have to see, we have to if you maintain this oil, we have to make manufacturing the oil ourselves.
yeah, yeah. Because like if we just hype and we don't have something to back it up, one day it will fail, right? Like
Yes.
if you are like it's just like if you can bring a big tree
Yeah.
and just you can plant it if you can with the roots, like extracting the roots, right? But to make it bigger or even have the growth, you have to do the right thing. You have to water the plant and all those things, right? So that's totally a hard thing. So when coming back to like this season, you were very close to achieving a miracle. Like it's you were very close to achieving a miracle. Like though in the second part of the season you did have a foreign player in Abahani, but
Yeah.
for the first part you did not have any foreign players, and there is like a very again it's like I feel like you are very bored with the situation. You have won everything. Now let's try a new challenge. Let's not have a foreign. Let's go for it. Like what we can achieve. Maybe it's a condition for the club, right? But
Yeah.
to be so brave and took it on your side, because if it fails, it's a manager. Like I feel like the manager job is a very misunderstood one.
Yeah.
Sometimes you are praised for the things you did not even do. Sometimes you are criticized for the things that isn't in your control.
Yeah.
You know, I feel that's a very hard part. And when I was looking again, I was following your games this season, and again, I think one of the things that I noticed was the goal difference. Like you only scored 31, and you only conceded 8, right?
Eight. Yes.
So I feel like you would want to score more goals. Like it's just an obvious thing. But why do you think like you went for that kind of style? Why you wanted to have that kind of control? Maybe you wanted to have more control of the ball. Or how was your approaching this season?
Uh, when I got this job and my first meeting with the high official of the club, and they noticed me, Mr. Maruf, this season you will not get any international player. You have to play and perform with this all local these guys. Okay, no problem. And they set a target of in league table, middle of the league, mid of the league table. Okay, no problem. I will fight with this guy, and I can do good. I hope. Confident in me and the guys also. And but this is my official talk with the high officials. But when I start the season, I have same. Before the season, I have a game model which I share with the guys and my first meeting with the guys. And I think I was success that day. I was success that day. I can motivate them. I can impose them that who are here inside this room. We can do best thing. We can do best thing. And from that day, they realize yes, they can do best thing without the foreigners, without the international players. And after that, in the first session to last session, I have seen there was very much focus and very much hard work. In pre-season, there I got 6 weeks. 3 weeks there are the 3 sessions, including there are 4 sessions, including the video session also. There are 4 sessions a day, and they did very well. And that was hard work, and they also took this challenge. Yes, we can do everything. We can do best thing without the foreign players. And one thing I share, I have seen there are three, four local strikers. They are local number 9. They perform different clubs before that, and they don't have 4, 5, 6 goals in a season. Not more than the 6, 5 goals in a season before the season. Okay, no problem. We will play like that. Everyone can go. Everyone will like develop their system. Everyone can go. Even right back, even central backs. In this season, my 2 central will scored 4 goals. My 2 full backs goals 4 goals, and holding midfielder also scored goal. So I developed this style
That's the
that
50% of goals. Like that's the 50% of total goals you scored this season.
from midfielders and the
Yeah,
defenders.
yeah.
So I tried to develop the style, play, and tactics also, and I think it was work. Especially, it worked very much successfully in the first leg of this league. First leg, because that time everyone understand we will play ourselves without foreign players. But if we want to perform good, then we have to follow the coach's instruction, follow the coach's tactics, and they tried to follow me, and that was the result. You see, when we play our equal teams, they're all our equal teams, but the Mohammedan and the Mufdora, they are the more strong than us. They're more strong than us in considering the every position and the foreign also. So I set it during preseason. There is the mid block. I was very much highlighted, and my all the sessions, most of session I did with the guys in the mid blocks, and there are 3 blocks: low block, mid block, and high block. But I made it the 2 kind of mid block: the lower mid block and the upper mid block. Yeah, I most of time I played the lower mid block or the upper. When we played our strong with our like Mohammedan and the Kosundara, that we played the lower mid block. This is the age of the 10 years center circle. The mid block is
Not
the
going,
stand line.
not going above. Yeah.
And the upper mid block is the halfway line.
Halfway line.
Halfway line. Yes, and they did good. They did good. They tried to follow my instruction, and the theory was there. normal thing. It is if you are practicing like that, when within the block, there are vertically you divided the field. There are 5 zones, and when you make a block, in especially middle, there is you consider only 3 zones. If ball is zone one, you leave the 4 players, the 5 players leave zone 4 and 5 leave. They are considered the strong side, zone 1, 2, 3. If ball is zone five, the all 4 5 players from the mid block, they align to the 5-4-3. They leave totally leave 1 and 3 zone, and they're very much compact. And most of teams cannot break this line. Most of teams cannot break this mid line, and it was a very much strong point for my team. And you see, the only 8 goals conceded, only 8 goals conceded. And in first league, we considered only 1 goal, 2 goal, maybe 1 goal.
Yeah.
Yes, only we considered only 1 goal in the first leg, because that time there is no foreign, because the local players, they stick on this principle and this tactics. They followed throughout the first league 9-8 matches. Same thing they did. No team cannot break this line. And my back four and my goalkeeper was more relaxed and relief for these mid blocks. And it was, I think, it works. Maybe bring success after this. If you say this success, what you already told, this is success. Behind this success, this style of play, the lower mid work, I think this 70-80% was behind this success, this lower mid block.
So,
And when with the transition, I have seen it's very open. The football, if you analyze the matches from Bangladesh, you can easily find out the problem of the other teams. You know, in our country, most of teams, I think most of all other, including we also,
yeah,
our transition, when we lost +2 minus transition, attack to defense transition, every teams took 5-6 seconds, and some of them they have 8-10 seconds also. They need to transition.
always.
Yes, from attack to defense. And during my preseason and in season also, most of drills I did like that. How to get benefits, how to capitalize this. They are defending slow transition, defending transition. And with this transition, I think we work perfectly, especially in first league. And we hope if we bring 2 foreign players, especially in midfield and forward, then we can do better. But unfortunately, maybe I admire this. My selection is not good. I admire it because we selected one midfielder, very good midfielder. He is renowned good midfielder, but he's very good. But his style was not much my system, especially during the uh, our attacking transition, because that guy, he took more time when he has the ball, and in transition he took more time. This so in second league we cannot capitalize this our attacking transition time, especially the opponent transition time. So in first league they did everything very good. There we got more goals from this our attacking transition, especially from defensive transition of opponent team and the blocks. It was my main tactics for Abahani in the first season. And what I told you, uh, I know our players' capacity and ability also. So I did very much selective drills with their guys, and these drills I did every week. Every week I did the selective drills. Few from attacking, few from defending. So they become. I never said they have become master, but they try to do these drills in the matches.
But I think regarding foreign player, I think it was also like hard situation for you. Like you are bringing in foreign player during the second season, and it's like in the most countries the league isn't finished,
Yeah,
right? And they have to come for the short span, then the quality drops. Like it's like for me, I don't know. Personally, I would not go for the foreign player in second leg, because it's like the adaptation time as well.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Quality
Adaptation
you
time.
do it, yeah,
Yeah.
and it's like you have to compromise on your philosophies, right?
Yes, yes,
And
yes.
and it's like the thing that was working for you, now you went for the more flourish, for more
Yes.
the version that looks nice, that looks nice and all, because it's very hard to find a right foreign player, like, to be very honest, like, it's very hard because you see the footage and that's the
Yeah.
best person,
Yeah.
but it's like, again, you can't see what that guy got does in negative transition, what he
Yeah.
do in transition. Okay, like what is like off the ball. Mostly we see on the ball stuff. Right? So it's, I think that also made it very hard for you to
Yeah.
judge.
After every match, I take 1 hour myself totally alone. I think what I did and what can I do and what will be better for more better if I do it. I thinking and I would write down this there something. And same thing I do always every season after the season. I do same assessment myself evaluation what I did this season and what would be more better if I do it and what would be my fault and what were my fault and what was the all the things right down. And in summary of my season evaluation, season as myself, the recruiting foreign player is the big mistake for my side because one style I developed these local guys, and when the international players join with this team, that totally broken my style, totally broken my style.
Yeah.
Yes, we can recruit a number 9. This number 9, if we recruit one number 9, then maybe my style is not broken like how much broken recruit the not like that number 9.
Yeah. Like, again, like it's hard, like you would have been called a god if you have won the season, right? Right now, few things didn't go like that's the football. And I like you now. You have to like start to question everything you do. Like, this is like the life in football, like very hard. I think. I think now you have on August you have to play against the top team in Kyrgyzstan. If I'm not wrong,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah, Kyrgyzstan.
Murus. Yeah, I think
Muras,
Murus. Yeah,
yes. Muras
Murus.
United.
Yeah,
Muras United
yeah,
FC.
yeah. So again, I think that's a big opportunity for Dhaka Abahani as well for the team.
Yeah.
And this competition, I think, can bring you a lot of cash. Like the first preliminary round, I think it again, like the ground reality of football in South Asia is like you need good money, so like you don't bleed. Like at
Yes.
one point when investors are putting in money, sometimes things when they don't go well for the clubs that are in the mid table, it's not an easy battle,
Yeah.
right? So how's your like preparation for it? Like how's your frame of mind? Like how are you
Uh,
about
yes.
AFC challenge?
Yeah. Good. Uh, Already I have seen 4 5 matches there, Muras United, and now uh, maybe they have 2 3 matches left. I'm sure. Last 4 5 matches I have seen there this season. Uh, and now I'm making a summary their team, especially how they play. What is I like my analysis
Yeah,
them
yeah,
video also preparing, and this is my preparation for beginning of this physical preparation. and hopefully we'll start our preparation next 12 of July, maybe. Because they asked me how many weeks you do you need for this preparation. I said, okay, but if there are 6 weeks, is good, better. Now it's not possible, but I need at least 4 weeks. I need at least 4 weeks. And they agreed, okay, we'll get 4 weeks. I think before 12 July, I can prepare all the things about our next tournament, Russel United, and
But like,
I can share
yeah.
it. Yes, I can
So
see
from
that.
last, okay,
Yeah,
yeah, from last season there is little bit of change in AFC challenge. Of, you can sign, you can field all 11 foreign players. Like there has been the change. I mean, how the last season went? Are you really going for that approach, or like how are you building the squad?
uh, we are searching from some foreigners, not all, to get advantage the laws of the AFC. Uh, we're searching a few, 3 or 4 foreigners. And hopefully, sorry, hopefully they can join within 3 days, 3 4 days starting our training.
I think right there has been change in a rule for Bangladesh Premier League as well.
Yeah,
You can sign, I think, two players from this subcontinent, right? And from this subcontinent, I think you can sign two players, like
no,
for
no,
the
five,
league.
no, 5 players, five
Five.
players, 5 players, 5 players can sign, 5 players can play in a match,
No,
and
I mean, from India and Nepal, five players you can sign.
Bangladesh also.
But no, what I was saying, like in the Bangladesh Premier League,
Yeah,
uh, you can sign like two players or more than two players uh, as a local players, like as a local players in the league.
yeah, there are five players,
Oh, okay.
five
So are
players.
you going for that approach, from India, maybe from Nepal? Because
Uh,
I think Iman Bista was gonna go to Bangladesh before his injury.
yeah, yeah,
So any chance some Nepali guys that can go on and play like that has impressed you? Maybe there is a
yeah,
chance you are.
yeah. Actually, already our league committee disclosed this law, these rules, but so far I know the most of clubs are not agree with this. So they will meet with the president of the league committee regarding this law. Maybe. I know no club initiative take initiative to recruit the 5 players or 2 players or 3 players from this subcontinent, especially the South region.
So now we are at the end segment of this conversation, right? So I wanted to ask like a few things, like, right? You have been coach for so long, right? And it's not always the same day. Like it's not like you are winning all the time. There has been loss in life, that like you have been labeled as a laptop coach. You have to prove yourself. There has been the path that you are challenging you're challenging the system, right?
Yeah,
If you see, there has been a few times you have challenged, even the federation, right? You have even challenged the league
yeah,
committee, on the
yeah,
rules and all those things. So of course you have your target on your back. That's
yeah,
very clear. So for you, what's the motivating factor for you? Like, because I think football is one thing,
yeah,
but life is one thing, right? Of course, football is life when you are working on it.
yeah,
You
yeah,
you some you disconnect from it and you start to think about your personal thoughts, how you are getting your feelings, right?
yeah.
So what's the motivating factor for you? Or there has been an instant that you have felt okay, like that has been the lowest phase in your life. If you can share, because that was the lowest phase of my life, and I came from that. Like there is some stories behind that.
Actually, I learned it from my childhood when I have seen my father. My father was a government college principal. But what I have seen, he started his career from as a elementary school teacher. He started his career as an elementary school teacher, and when he retired from the government job, that time he was a professor and the principal of a college. And what I have seen and when I understand everything, that time I heard from my father, and I have seen there's a lot of there are a lot of problems my father job, and he always protest. He always asking demand. He always he never leave. He never leave all the times. He always fight and struggle to become this. And what I have seen and learned from my father and my family also from my childhood, how to survive against the all the like what I have said. If they are the always stand for truth. What I have learned from my family, always stand for truth, not for the false. It was my big lesson from my family, and still I follow this. Still I'm following this. Following this. So it is in my as a coaching career, as a when I started, and I faced like this all of things, and I never compromise the bad things. Never compromise, and always I stand for truth. Always, this is my only one spirit working behind this attitude.
So it's like honesty is really a best policy for you.
Yeah, yeah,
Really is the best
yeah,
policy for you.
yeah.
So I like. I think I forgot to mention. Like you have that BKSP, Bangladesh Kriya Shiksha
Shikha
Pratishthan.
Pratishthan. Yeah,
Pratishthan. We say it like Pratishthan. But in Bangladesh it's a Pratishthan. Like
but yeah, the institutional like institution.
how important it is for the growth. I heard like Sakib Al Hasan also was there, the cricketer. He's not a popular guy in Bangladesh anymore, but
Uh, okay. The BKSP is the creation. This is the this institution started from maybe 1987 or 88. It is the institution for the all the football, cricket, all the discipline, which initially of this session, what you told me, I played all the
yeah, yeah.
game. BKs feel like that. There's football, cricket, hockey, swimming, basketball, volleyball, boxing, gymnastics, shooting, everything is there. Uh,
Yeah.
so they produce lot of players in all disciplines, all disciplines. And, they're all most of them become the star in their own discipline. Football stars, cricket stars, not mentioned the Sakib. This is good. This is good. But the whose discipline has the good coaches and good their coaches, and they follow the good method, good syllabuses, contents. They produce the good players. But they have all facilities to run a institution. Like our national teams. Uh, Maybe during my time, after time, uh, eh, last 2 years, except before 2 years, all national teams, age group teams, they train in BKS. Their pre-season, before tournament, before championship, one national team train there because they have every all facilities. A lot of football players right now, maybe 5 or 6 from the biggest, maybe. and every national teams from
Miradul Islam
BKS.
was also from BKSP.
Yeah,
Miradul
yeah,
Islam.
yeah. Murazul Islam, Kiyash Nova. Uh, there you the 20 squad. There are maybe 12 from BKS.
Yeah.
The 20 squad. There are more than
Yeah.
12 players from BKS.
So we started with Nepal, let's say the under 20 thing. It was like the theme of Nepal. So I wanted to like ask you like many players went on to play Bangladesh Premier League. Pal Gopal Morjan went on to even become a coach of Bangladeshi team. Do you
Yeah,
have any memory of like let's say Goddess Thapa was the he was the federation guy later before he
yeah.
was a player, and there are many people in Bangladesh that really admire Goddess Thapa. Have you ever gone on to watch the game of Goddess Thapa? Like, do you have any memories of it?
No, when Ganesh Thapa played in Bangladesh for Mohammedan, that time maybe I was a student of elementary school. Never seen his matches. Never seen. But I read in newspaper. I heard uh, match. This is called in radio. This is called now in television telecast. In the in radio, what is saying the they are called the match relay, live
Yeah,
relay,
yeah.
live
Match
relay.
of yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Like that. Yes, Ganesh Thapa got the ball. He's moving forward. He dribble one player,
yeah,
two
radio
player, like
commentary. Yeah,
in the commentary. Yes, but I never seen this match, TV or
but
stadium. But he
he has like
performed well.
very good, very good in Bangladesh. Like
Yeah,
uh,
yeah,
people saying that okay, it was like amazing to watch him play, and
yeah.
there has been praise for him.
That time, golden time of Mohammedan.
Yeah. So
And after that, Ganesh Thapa, I have seen Ganesh Thapa matches. Played for Brother Senior. I have seen
yeah.
their matches.
So how good was he for you? Like for we have seen, in Bangladesh, like assessment, like maybe just a reminder, like what you saw at that stage.
Sorry, sorry.
Like from like few matches that you have seen, like
Yeah.
few matches, what is your remember of him? Like how good was he when he was playing there? Like how what is your assessment like of
That time maybe I was also player that time. So I cannot remember like that. They perform well. They played all matches. So far. But now I can analyze how they play, what was their strong point, or what was their. I can, but that time I never seen like a coach eyes. I never seen like coach eyes. I have seen
yeah
only the spectator sides.
yeah. So I think you played as a defensive midfielder yourself, right? And there has been a trend that a good midfield, like the guy who played in the midfield, becomes a
Yeah.
good coach, right? Like that's been trained in the Europe, and that's been quite a pattern. Do you think like there is a more advantage to the guy that plays midfield because they are seeing more the game, they are more controlling the game? Like
Uh, I think it is a miracle. I don't know. I don't know. Because you see the most of famous coaches they are from goalkeeper position.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
but
Carlo Ancelotti
yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
midfielder, like,
yeah. So the midfielders, I never think like that. I never think like that. But if I analyze this, yes, yes, maybe it becomes like football sense, football, especially as a coach match reading. Uh, uh, Maybe it some influence as a midfield players become coach. I think, but I never think seriously like that.
yeah.
The
Yeah.
position,
So,
the player's position influence they become coach.
yeah. He was like the guy I have behind my back. Ferguson, he was a striker.
Yeah,
So yeah, there is a pattern.
yeah.
Anyway, do you follow any European team like any European team that you are a fan of? Do you following some team?
Yeah, when I childhood, when in Bangladesh television, they telecast this is called Chilean football show in every Sunday, maybe in the Sunday afternoon. I have seen matches from English League, Liverpool. Then that time Coley Barnes played.
Yeah,
From that time, I followed the Liverpool, and still there is few soft corner from the Liverpool. When Liverpool beat the champion, I feel. And if as a football guy, I before maybe 20, 25 years before I like the Real Madrid.
there is a pattern. You just like counterattacks. There's a pattern. You would like you would never go for the tippy-tappy football. You always go for the counter-attack one. Don't take too many touches. Just if you want to take too many touches, take on the opponent's half, not mine. You have to just move the ball away. So I think we are like at the end of the conversation right now. There has been any coaching inspiration for you, like some coaching figure that you have felt like or learned a lot from the guy.
Uh, Not like that. Actually, my coaching inspiration is I'd say this is the incident because my dream was there. I would be a good player. I would be a famous player, but it couldn't work after when I got my job as a university physical teacher. That I have to quit my career as a player. I think because it was my job. Well, this is by from the authority. They told me you cannot play, but you can coach. After that, okay, I quit my career as a player and I started the coaching. And in my hometown, when I play, there is no coaches. There is no coach. We are player. We are arranging everything. We are selecting the tactics. And at that time, as a senior or as a vocal, select few tactics. And when we did it effectively in the matches, that that time I think I am a coach. I can coach also. That was the inspiration. And uh, when I was seriously coaching after my licenses that time, uh, they are mixed. I follow the team management as a management and the psychology, the motivational technique from the behind men from you of you, the Alex Ferguson, his team management and the managerial capability and motivation capacity. This influenced me, and Mourinho's tactics. I that time I tried to follow and I tried to find out his tactics. I like his tactics and
So you
Arsenal.
know,
Uh,
wasn't wrong
yeah,
in my assessment.
yeah,
I
yeah,
wasn't
and
wrong in my assessment.
yeah, and I like the personality of the
Yeah.
Arsene Wenger, and all of this work in my career. Their tactics, not alone anyone, not alone. Something from Mourinho, something from Ferguson, something from Arsene Wenger. Not all the things from one guy.
Yeah. So I think it's been a lovely conversation. Like you agreed to do this. No, I mean, like today we have some trouble, but today we had this conversation. I hope like you enjoyed our conversation.
Yes, I enjoyed. Before, uh, maybe five or not like that. When after become champion in our country, then I was in Vietnam. That time, the Sultan, no,
Yeah,
from
yeah,
your country,
yeah,
Sultan asked me, Coach, someone want to interview. I told him, okay, no problem, but I'm right now I'm Vietnam for AFC qualification. When I over my I there, then you can do it. Yeah,
yeah,
this. And when you see this the YouTube, I have seen there you lot of viewers, number of
yeah.
viewers you have there watching
Yeah,
your.
yeah, it's good enough. Like it's like there are few good guys that
Yeah,
follow me, and there are
yeah,
few people that enjoy this kind of conversation. Like it's
yeah,
very hard to see 1 hour 45 minutes for the young generation, the Gen
yeah,
Z generation. It's very hard to see in Spanish very low. But to whoever like stick till now and watched this content, I hope you guys know more about the coach himself and follow his work. And there is a lot that people that want to be in football from this reason they can learn. And I hope you really succeed even more in your career. Like I hope like only good things happen to you.